I don't want anybody face one-day broker.
No taxes, you can easily rent out.
So there is primary and there is secondary.
All the Arabic countries now, they are developing very fast.
And it's my first time in Dubai. You know, I never had any vacation here in Emirates. Dubai itself as an emirate, it always comes with a vision.
That I want to point, this is the very safe investment.
To Armenia, they told me that, Gary, you know what? One-day brokers, they exist in Dubai market.
You can meet people from different countries and from different places.
State market in Dubai, in Emirates in general, is very flexible and friendly. I understood that I need people to know about Gary. Good afternoon to everybody. Gary is with you, real estate broker in United Arab Emirates in Dubai. As you know, it's my first year in this industry, and I understand that I do need to have podcasts also for you, our dear guests, to get more knowledge, more useful information about the market, about the points, how Emirates and Dubai specifically can really change your life. And today I have my guest in the studio, Camila, the representative of one of the most interesting S4Me developers in specifically Dubai market. Camila, please, you're more than welcome. Tell us about yourself, about your developer, so everybody understands why you're my guest and why it's going to be so interesting.
Okay, so first of all, thank you very much, Gary, for inviting me.
My pleasure.
It's my pleasure to be here. I want to introduce myself briefly, and I would love to discuss to know about you as well, like why did you move to Dubai? And as I know, you are here with your family, right? This is one of the bravest decision that you did.
Everybody really surprised how come you never did real estate before, and bum, in I don't know, in 1 month's time you moved here with your family. But again, first of all, let's talk about you. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would like to know a little bit about you, because as we had our first meeting, I did understand that you are kind of like my sister. You think the way I think, which make us to be not just the partners in the business, but also have really close relationship.
Yeah.
So
I
please,
feel so as well.
Yeah, it's a really great pleasure. Thank you that you're here today with me. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How come you decided to come to United Arab Emirates? How come you decided to be the representative of property market in general, and why specifically your developer?
Okay, so as you mentioned, my name is Camila. I moved to Dubai in 2023 with my family, and it was one of the fastest decisions that we did, because all start with the vacation that we decided to have a vacation here in Dubai. And when I was here for the first time, when I was crossing the roads, Sheikh Zayed, with all these beautiful skyscrapers, I was so inspired, and I thought maybe why not to try to live here?
Why not me?
Yeah, exactly. And the vibe of Dubai and all the things that is happening here, it's really inspiring, and I believe you also agree with me with that.
Totally, 100%.
So I told to my family, and in my family, my parents, and I have 2 sisters. I discussed with them, maybe we'll start to live here, and they also agree with me. Then we go back to our country. I'm from Uzbekistan, by the way. I lived in Tashkent before. Then we go back to my country. We just gathered all our things, took our suits, and come back to Dubai. To start to speak about the real estate market, when I just was here, I was very inspired with the skyscrapers that is happening here. And as you know, the real estate market is very active here. And and at that time, I was also looking for myself the options to invest in. So when I started to learn the market, when I found out that it's really interesting and there is a huge potential for everybody to invest it, to get a good options, to get a really good product, and to really make a good profit, I was interested I decided to work, to start to work in this market. Yeah. So. Right. I want to know about you, how you decide. But for me, everything started from the vacation. So
and it's
what
my
about
first time in Dubai. You know, I never had any vacation here in Emirates.
This for me, so do I. So because last year, this is the first time when I visited Dubai, and from the first sight, I fall in love with this city. So what about you?
All right. Well, first of all, thank you very much for your answer. This is the long story, but let's do it very short and simple. I've never been in Emirates and in Dubai specifically. It's my first time. The decision to move to Dubai with my family starts I think few months ago in July probably,
Okay.
when my family, my brother with the parents, they went here to vacation. By that moment, we were living in Armenia, in my motherland. I'm Armenian, by the way, by origin. You can see, according my nose. And I am Ukrainian by passport. I grew up in Ukraine,
Okay.
citizen of Ukraine. Yeah. By the moment of summer, a few months back, we were living in Armenia. So my part of my family, they came here as a vacation, to the vacation.
Okay.
Yeah, and I stayed with in Armenia with my family, my wife, my kid, my father. And after my family came back from vacation to Armenia, they told me that, Gary, you know what? Believe me or not, this is your place.
Okay.
You should go there using your experience. I have like I call it from 6 to 10 years experience, because it depends on which projects and which directions in cryptocurrency and investment in general. So I know like how is that to be interested in investment, how is that to have the desire to protect your capital, to grow your wealth,
So
And
it's
then-
great to have experience in the investments.
And this is, by the way, one of the reasons why it's pretty easy for me now, because even though I don't have any experience specifically in real estate market, but I know how is that in investment.
Yeah, you know how it works.
Yeah, exactly. So going back to the explanation, my family told me, just, Gary, this is your place.
Great.
And I needed approximately maybe 1 or 2 weeks to think, to make my own calculation. Okay, advantage, disadvantage.
Yeah.
What if I go? What if I ignore or whatever? And and I'm here. I have a
Okay.
pregnant wife. I have a small kid who just became 1 year old a couple of days ago. So, and everybody literally was shocked. But here we go. This is what we have. I'm in Dubai. We came here. I purchased my own apartment. This is, by the way, one of the reasons why it's easier for me
Yeah.
to be the representative of real estate market, because I'm invested by myself.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
I understand, when you say you're supposed to put yourself in somebody's shoes, when
Yeah,
you invest
exactly.
shoes, I'm invested myself. I know how is that. So that's why I'm here. By the way, I'm not social media guy at all. I never had any
No, I
Instagram,
wouldn't agree.
TikTok, I don't know, like whatever is connected, with funny content. Never done it before, even though I do have some experience with, speeches. But when it comes to Instagram, TikTok, never done it. But suddenly, as soon as I moved to Dubai, I understood that first of all, the number of brokers, realtors are overloaded here. More than 80,000 brokers. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later. But anyway,
Okay.
I understood that I need people to know about Gary. Because my friends, my family, my relatives, it's not enough. I want people who never knew about Gary get some information about me. So as soon as they need any assistance with the purchasing their property for themselves as an user, or purchasing any investment, any property as an investment, so they need Gary.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in Dubai. This is the reason why I started my podcast, let's say, story. It's our first podcast, and I do believe, Camila, it's not our last one.
Yeah. Inshallah.
We will do that slowly but surely. We'll let everybody know about me. We'll let everybody know about you also, that real estate market in Dubai, in United Arab Emirates, because Dubai is just one of the Emirates, as you know. It's really very potential market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I would love just to point out that now all the Middle East countries, thanks for mentioning that, it's not only Dubai, but overall all the Arabic countries now, they are developing very fast. United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, they have own, like, this is the directions. And I believe that in the next 10 years, this Arabic countries, GCC countries, it will be one big destination for international investors and for the tourists as well. What do you think, why Dubai is now hot market for international investors? Why investors are choosing this market to put their finance?
Well, first of all, let's start. Thank you for that, let's say, question. It's really very, very important and essential topic in our discussion, in our dialogue today. Let's start from the most important thing, that not each of the investor really realize and understand and acknowledge that Dubai market or United Arab Emirates market is important for him or for her. Let's start from the very beginning. Dubai itself as an emirate, it always comes with a vision So it's not
Exactly.
like randomly, for example, the authority of Dubai randomly, today they are doing this, yesterday they were doing that, tomorrow they will do something different. There is a
Yeah.
vision, there is a vector direction. And thanks to authority, thanks to the Dubai itself, and because of this vision, everybody and everything grow and make the development itself according that vision. So when we come back to the question why Dubai as investment market, let's talk about like there are so many different points, but let's talk about the most important. First of all, we talk about the sustainable growth of economy.
Exactly.
I'm more than sure, Camila, that you know that the currency, the national currency of the country, which is dirham, has approximately the same rate for the last 30 years continuously.
Yeah, it's pegged to the US dollars.
Exactly. This
Yeah.
is like 3.65, 3.66 in comparison with American dollar, which
Yeah.
is very, very important point for investors. Because
Exactly.
they understand that if I put my money, again, as an investor myself, I also understand this. I put my money, X amount of money on any property in real estate as an option, because real estate is not the only option of investments. Yeah, me as an investor, I do understand that I put the money today, tomorrow, or in a year, or in 5 years, and whatsoever, I will have the same value. Yes, I will get a profit as additional money, but the money value will be the same. I will not face the situation that I put, let's say, 100 dirham, for example. Yeah. And tomorrow I wake up, my 100 dirham now costs 75.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is number one. Why Dubai as an investment market?
It's because of the stable economy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Second of all, here the vibe in general is all about positivity. So me personally, you came from Uzbekistan, yeah. Let's say mix Armenia, Ukraine in general, yeah, post-Soviet countries. It's very, very difficult to find somebody more nowadays in our countries just in the street who are just walking and smiling to you. Who will, if you understand what I mean, who will just ask you the question even without knowing you. Oh, like, hey, how are you? Even without the info that you are Camila or whatsoever. Here, when I came here, I was really shocked. I knew about that before from my family, from my friends, obviously, but myself, I never felt that. And this is really the second reason why Dubai is a market, because everything and everybody here is about networking, is about positivity. Example between me and you.
Yeah.
I never knew you before. We just have a meeting. I just introduced myself. You introduced yourself, and we understood that we need each other. So this is networking. This is collaboration.
Yeah.
So this is the second point. And positivity. You
Yeah.
smile to me. I smile to you. Would you understand that we can help each other? And a part of the business point, we are like good friends.
Exactly.
So business is converting to the friends. Again, so many points. I don't want to grab that piece only on my pocket. I will pass the speech to you. What do you think? A part of these 2-3 points I mentioned, what do you think? What else really are inspiring for the investors to choose Dubai? As for you, as the representative of developer.
I would I'm agree with your points, and I would love to mention that also it's very safe to put your money. Why? Because here in Dubai, as you know, we have escrow accounts, which means that, for example, as a developer, if we are selling one project, it's not your investment not going directly to the developer. It goes to the escrow account, and it's saved, and it's.
Let us explain what is escrow account.
Yeah. So escrow account, it means, for example, as a developer, if I want to develop one project, I'm opening to specific for this project the escrow account.
Third-party account, which is controlled from the authority side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you want to buy a property here in this project, your money will be in the escrow account, and after the construction levels, I can take a piece of this amount to put in the developer
In an appropriate way.
In appropriate.
You
so
construct at 10%, you
Exactly.
take 10%.
Exactly. So, which means that your investment in secured by the government. So, as any developer in Dubai, they cannot like just put your money and I don't know disappear.
To be honest with you, I left this point for you as a representative developer. I didn't want to talk about this as a broker, you know.
Exactly.
That's why thank you very much that you mentioned that point.
So the first that I want to point, this is the very safe investment, and the second one, of course, 0% taxes. So here you're not paying any taxes if you want to rent out, if you want to resell your property. And
something which many developers still don't believe in. Because you know, sometimes they say, investors, sorry, they said that it's too good to be true, but it's really
Exactly.
the fact.
Yeah, it's fact.
You don't pay anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You give it a rent, you resell by capital appreciation, you give it the rent for ROI.
Exactly.
You don't pay anything to anybody. No
Exactly.
taxes. This is the fact, really.
No taxes. You can easily rent out. You can resell it. You can buy it under your name. So it's fully your ownership and under your ownership. And of course, I would love to mention that.
You know what? Okay, I understand what you mean. Let's do something interesting. For example, for our investors to understand, they never invested, let's say, in Dubai market. Let's just make some simulation. I am broker, you are developer, right? First of all, let's mention here, let's be honest to everybody and transparent that there are so many developers in the market.
Exactly, yes.
And when it comes to investor, because all clients, they are divided by two parts, investors and end users.
Yeah.
Investor means that he doesn't really care about country in general. He cares only about calculation of the pocket, which is profit, ROI, and whatsoever. And user, as me, I came here to Dubai, I purchased my own apartment, which means that I'm end user. And criteria of the properties for investors and end users are, I would not say absolutely, but they are very different.
Exactly.
So when it comes to me, I moved here with my family, and the most important for me was family-friendly community,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, and I purchased in the appropriate place, appropriate area, location. When it comes to investors, as I said before, mostly they really care about numbers. How much money I need to put in the table, how many years or whatever, how much time I need to wait, and what's gonna be my return. Either resell, yeah, or rent,
Yeah.
rental yield. Let's like simply, fast and simple, stage by stage, we describe to our followers and guests what investors should do step by step in case if he decided to put money into real estate of Dubai. And from A till Z, let's do it very fast. How he needs to act one by one. So, for example, I have a client.
Okay.
He says, Gary, I want to go for investment, which gives me, let's say, 10% profit in a year basis annually. So, and I make my own research according to his criteria, budget, whatsoever. And I understand and acknowledge that I need Dark Global. And I know Camila, and me and my client, my partner, I call them partner, we come to you, Camila. So we come to you, we say that, for example, you have the project. I don't want to mention the name of the project. You will do this now. Let's say we have the particular amount. Now I would like you to describe step by step what my client next to me needs to do for him to be the owner of the. We talk about off plan, obviously. What he needs to do in order to be the owner of the property.
It's really easy. First of all, to register your property, to take a property and to register it, you have to put only your passport, address, email, and contact details. That's it. So after you have to give your 4 details, and you will get first of all, this is the reservation form, the booking form, and after you will get the SPA, which means the sales and purchase agreement. So SPA, it's for the off-plan projects, which mean the projects under the construction, okay? And on the handover, when the construction will be ready, you will get your title deed. Title deed, this is the document of the ownership.
Yeah, which gives you the, let's say, guaranteed insurance that you are the owner of the physical property.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's very easy, it's very transparent. And what I want to point out as well, that the projects, all the documentations, you can check online. So in Dubai Rest app.
Even me personally, I have my title deed only in electronic version.
Yeah,
and it was something weird and odd for me. What do you mean? Come on, I put my money.
I need hard copy.
Yeah. Because we come from that country, how come?
Yeah.
I have nothing to put under my pillow or whatever. But yeah, this is how it works. If you want, you can print it out by yourself, but it really doesn't give you any additional benefit. This is just for you to calm down. When it comes to, we mentioned off-plan, maybe not everybody knows what is off-plan. Let me, in few words, explain the difference between secondary market and off-plan, and then you will tell me what you think about this. So we have real estate market here in Emirates, in Dubai, that is divided on 2 huge whales parts. This is off-plan or primary market. By the way, I know that There are brokers that really they don't like to use the word off plan. They like to use the word primary.
Yeah.
So there is primary and there is secondary. Primary is when, I like to say this, you just purchase something which is still sent. Yeah, no construction is
Exactly.
going on. So this is off plan, primary and secondary. Secondary when everything is ready, as my case, because when I came here, as I said, I came here with my family, I needed the place to live. So that's why I went for secondary as my first project. So when it comes to end users, to people who wants to move here, to live here, me personally, again, it's my point of view, I might be wrong, but this is how I see that. They should choose secondary. Because you come here, if your time is limited, I mean, you choose secondary. You put money on the table, you choose with your broker whatever is needed for you, according to your criteria, and here you go. You go for secondary. If of course you have enough time to go for off plan, wait for particular years, usually it's 2-3 years in Dubai to be constructed, you know,
Yeah.
there was the project to be constructed. If the client has enough time, he is most welcome to choose off plan, right?
Yeah.
And then whenever it's ready to move with family or whatsoever. When it comes to investment, as I said before, investors as the type of the client who cares mostly only about calculation, I highly recommend to everybody, and I mentioned to you also, to go only for off plan. Why? Because again, this is what I said, it's my first year in real estate, but not my first year in investment. Because everybody needs, or everybody understands or need to understand that good investor is the person who takes any property with the lowest price,
Exactly.
and then either resell later when the price jump up, or just give it for to rent out.
Yeah.
So that's why when I face investors who wants to make money, to protect the capital, to grow the wealth and whatsoever in secondary market, again, I'm real estate broker. I will assist with whatever my partners say. They want off plan, they want secondary, they want to rent. I will do everything, because my priority is to make the partner be satisfied as me, as a partner. Yeah, I want to be I want to smile. I purchased something, even after 2 years, I want to smile because I made that decision. So that's why when it comes to investment, it should be off plan. Now, when it comes to off plan, and correct me if I'm wrong, Camila, it's coming to location to new upcoming areas.
Yeah.
Because you are investor, yes. If you run to Dubai Marina, if you run to, let's say, downtown Business Bay, the IFC, because everybody knows these locations, everybody wants their, I don't know, property, apartment, whatsoever, because it can be apartment, townhouse, villa, penthouse, duplex, triplex, and what's on, yeah, as a type of properties. If you go to already sustainable location, the capital appreciation, which is profit, the difference between two prices, yeah, the origin price and the market price, it will be not so high as you go to the new upcoming location. As for example, Dubai Land, Dubai Islands, Dubai South. There are so many locations. I don't want to advertise any of them. Just the small, explanation. The investor himself will have enough power, time, and budget to have higher capital appreciation.
I agree.
What do you think about this?
Yeah, I agree with you, but it depends on the strategy of the investor. If he's looking for the long-term investment and he wants to make only like capital appreciation, yes, as I told you, as you told me, the new location, new areas on the starting phase of the development, this is the great investment opportunity to get the high capital appreciation. But of course, if you are talking about the investors, for example, who is like the first investor who is entering to Dubai market, I would really suggest not to go to the new locations firstly. Why? Because it takes time. And as I see from my investors that put like the first investors, they want to see the result as soon as possible. They are not ready to wait, for example, 5, 6, or 10 years. So they want, like, we are talking about 2-3 years of investment. And with this type of the first investors, of course, I would really suggest mostly like almost developed areas. But in these areas, more prime exclusive projects. For example, let's say Business Bay area. It's also developed already, and the people know the Business Bay.
Well
known area.
This is
that
one
is
of the centers of
exactly,
the city. Sure.
That is close to the Burj Khalifa. That is close to the city.
Very close.
However, in Business Bay now there are a lot of old buildings. So why people, for example, who wants to invest in Business Bay, they have to choose, of course, off plan. Why? The new development, new technology, new quality, and
smart home system.
A smart home system, and it will be like more demand than the old buildings. Two buildings, the old one and the new one. Of course, you will choose the new one. And if the investor is looking for to rent it out or to make a capital appreciation not even so high but faster, these areas is also, I would say, why not? I mean, for the first investor,
in general, Dubai, let's mention something. Wherever you put your finger in the map in Dubai, it's upgrowing area.
Exactly,
this is the fact.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to explain you that if you compare the volume and the speed of the jump, obviously the new upcoming areas will give you more money.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the
exactly.
fact. But even if you go to any particular location in Dubai, as I said before a few minutes ago, that because of the vision of authority of Dubai, everything is growing.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter, you live in Palm, you live in Al Furjan, you live in JVC, you live in wherever, doesn't matter. Everywhere investors will make money.
Exactly.
The only difference is how much and how long it will take.
Exactly. It depends more on the strategy, on what he wants to make, like his vision of the investment. It depends on that, and according to that, you have to choose the location, you have to choose the project, right?
This is true.
Yeah, and what I want to mention about the secondary and off plan, if you're talking about even end users who can wait, for example, let's say I have a client who wanted to get a property for their kids, and these are end users, but they can wait. For this kind of people, like who doesn't want to move it immediately, I would definitely suggest off plan under the construction. And as I already mentioned, this is the new development, more new technology, new quality, and the Dubai is growing. All the old ones, it's becoming old and less demand. Everything is new, is more demand. So even for the end user, off plan is a good option for him if he can wait, because he will get a new quality, new technology, and after some time, if he wants to resell it or to rent it out, he can make it easily, either to this
totally agree.
Either to the secondary market.
I have two very interesting topics I would like to discuss with you, if you don't mind. The first one, I would like to talk about like brokerage in general, what's going on in the brokers market, because as I mentioned before, 80,000 brokers in the market in Dubai. Even if it's Dubai, it's so many representatives. It's a very big number, 80,000 approximately. This is the first thing I want to discuss with you. And the second thing is the vision of Dubai 2040. Let's talk about two things to make it clear for everybody to understand, why Dubai, and when it comes to the brokerage, how the investors or end users, doesn't matter, how they need to search for right broker without any advertisement, without any black marketing, just the most important criteria. What do you think? As I said, and maybe you know better than me, that so many brokers in the market, and I know that if it comes to Russian speaking market, most of all, there is some negativity between the clients that you're a broker, I need to run away. You need my money, you don't care about me, you just need to, to make some deal happen in off plan. I take my commission. By the way, let's mention that commission is also coming from developer, not from the pocket of the client.
If we are talking about off plan, yes.
Yeah. Being a gentleman, I'm passing the first word to you.
Okay.
Please tell me what you think about brokerage situation, then I will add.
Okay, so first of all, I would really point out that it's very important to work with the broker, because I know some clients, for example, they are coming to me as a developer, and they are saying, what if I come to you directly? Would it be faster? Would it be cheaper? I would say no, because for the developer, it's also more priority to work with the broker. We are partners, and for us, you are the first clients, and we are mostly caring about you. And there are some, for example, agencies as your agency. We have a good partnership. And some agencies have the priorities of the choosing the first unit, getting the more pre-launch prices. You know what I mean?
Oh, we call it priority list.
Yes.
So if the agency
So there is a
on
priority,
list, yeah.
and of course, and the second thing, why I would really suggest to work with the brokers, because when you are closing the deal, when you are getting your documents, let's say for example, you are getting the sales SPA,
yeah.
it's not the end of the story. So there are the payments, there are documentations, like there is the
technical procedure, operational procedure, exactly.
And it's much easier to make it with a broker, easier if you want to do it by yourself. Some people might think that broker will cheat it, or I don't want to do that. It
will
better.
cost me extra.
Yeah, exactly. But broker, this is your professional. This is like your lawyer who is standing next to you and who is working with all this paperwork.
I would say business partner.
Exactly.
Not even assistant, business partner.
Because as you know, we are developers. We are mostly like our job to introduce you the project. We cannot be, for example, in every step of the payment or documentation.
Even if it comes to time, it's impossible.
Exactly. So what I want to really suggest, choose the broker and work with the broker to choose the right projects for you. This is the first thing. The second thing, how to choose the right broker. And as you mentioned,
I'm smiling because before I come to Dubai, I thought that broker, come on, it's like a surgeon, it's a doctor. When somebody says broker, real estate broker, more in Dubai, I imagine the suited up person who is always serious, with sense of humor, but always serious, who knows his goal, who is a very, very close partner of all the clients. I came here and I saw, again, not black marketing, not hating anything. This is what I just saw, that majority of the representatives in brokerage, majority, not everybody, majority, they act like, one day broker, like very fast realtor. Okay, there is developer, there is client, I just connect them fast, I just sell off plan, I take my commission and that's it, bye-bye. So whenever it's coming, as you said, to the future installments, because there's payment plan, the investor doesn't need to pay all the money up front.
Yeah,
also
exactly.
One of the hugest advantages in the Dubai market. And that's it. So I want to talk, without hating anything or anybody, briefly, what do you think regarding the situation in the brokerage market in general? How good it is, what kind of reputation in general broker has in the market. Let's compare your side as developer side and my side as a representative of the brokerage market.
Okay.
Let's try to be maximum honest and transparent, without putting any emotions or without putting any black marketing.
Thanks God, all the brokers that I'm working with now, they are all very honest with their clients, and all the time when I'm working with them, I feel how they are caring about the client. They are saying like, Camila, let's choose something really good for him. So thanks God, I didn't meet this kind of broker that you are mentioning.
Very lucky.
The second thing, how to choose the right one and how to understand. First of all, maybe the simple one. Every educated broker, he has the RERA card, right? And now Dubai is also controlling that you have to have license to work in the real estate.
I want to mention here also regarding the RERA card. So RERA card actually is the license which shows to the potential future client partner that you are licensed broker. But for example, me personally, I don't have RERA card, and I want to talk about this. RERA card is needed for secondary market. Whenever you sell secondary, sell secondary market. Whenever it comes to off plan, you don't need RERA card. But because I'm over ambitious, I told to my colleagues in the office that, come on, I came here, I want RERA card. I'm ready to do everything. They said, Gary, you are investor, and my residence visa that I have, and on the back of the card I see investor. Just for you to understand also that as soon as you have residence visa and the description is investor, you cannot have RERA because you don't have the work permit. This is kind of game that I didn't know. I call it game. This is the rule. that I didn't know, but obviously after 2 years investor with which will be expired, probably I will go for the like working visa, because I need to have that RERA for myself, because as I said, I'm not just focusing on off plan. I do believe that investors need to choose only off plan. There are some particular examples where that 1 out of 1,000 unit in secondary can give you more profit
if there is a
in
distress
off-plan.
deals,
But
yeah.
you know that I don't want to play that game 1 out of 1,000. I want to prove somebody that of secondary is more profitable. Usually, we talk about usual cases. As for now, RERA comes to secondary, so whoever deals with off-plan, they can keep working the way they worked before without RERA. It doesn't mean that you don't have RERA. You are not
Yeah, but
qualified.
I wasn't saying like about one agent who hasn't RERA. I'm saying the overall the agency, like the very simple way to choose the right agent or broker is to choose his company, right?
Of course.
You are checking his company, you are checking his license and the background.
But
And
also, Camila, sorry,
Yeah.
but let's be also transparent with each other that when it comes to investment, client as a future partner, for example, I'm broker. He's choosing brokers. He's not choosing just companies, because as soon as broker is transparent and correct and reliable, and partner is serious, and they they are united in a big collaboration. So investor like me, investor will not go to my company, to my brokerage real estate agency. He will come to me. This is also something very, very, very important. Agencies really matter. It's very important, because I am the representative of my agency.
Yeah.
I don't want to name it because to make like extra
marketing.
extra marketing, but yeah, this is the fact. But in the end of the day, if you ask any like real good brokers, they deal with investors who come to them directly.
Yeah,
not
of
to
course.
the partner.
No,
not to
what
the
what
clients.
what I mean that you have to check somehow the
course.
education of the person, right? And the first thing you can just check his license. By like his license, I mean the license of the company, because before there was some cases when there was no any company, when there was no any documents, and people who just came to Dubai, even as a tourist, they were saying, okay, I'm able to sell the property, so I'm your agent, and they were calling them as an agent at a broker, which is not true.
Yeah.
So the first thing that they can do is just simply to check the license of the company, right? And the second thing, of course, when you are talking with the person, it's very important that this person is already has an investment or no. Did he already
Any background that he or she has,
exactly, and how much he know about the market, about the locations. After the speech, you will
Correct.
understand, like
Correct.
you will understand.
Thanks God, because I really have experience in the investment market for up to 10 years. It's coming for me very easy.
Yeah, I believe this is one of your strong sides as well. You know, like all the procedure you already.
Because I'm focusing myself as an
Exactly,
investor. I
exactly.
don't need to read 5 or 10 or 20 books of real estate market to understand what is that. I think like an investor because I am an investor.
And you can compare like real estate investment, or for example,
Exactly.
cryptocurrency investment,
Exactly,
gold investment.
exactly, right.
You know the pros and
Pharmaceutical,
cons.
yeah,
Exactly.
manufacturers.
This is one of
correct.
your strong sides. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me add something regarding the topic of brokers. Well, just very briefly, I don't want anybody face one-day broker.
Exactly.
Why? Because first of all, you will get the negative impact. You will never ever, and I repeat myself, never ever probably will come back to Dubai market. Why? Because you were burnt once here. You will have that negativity. Dubai.
And you will feel everyone will cheat on
Yes.
you.
And this is decreasing the reputation of the brokerage in general. Me as a representative of the brokerage market, I don't want to have the situation when my reputation as a representative is going down. I don't want this happen. That's why let's just explain to our clients briefly what he or she needs to do. First of all, we need to understand the background of the broker, as you said.
Of course, yeah.
Second of all, we need to understand me as an investor what I want. Long-term investment, short-term, end user, or whatsoever. Me personally, I faced couple of cases that proves that one-day brokers, they exist in Dubai market. And there are so many of them. We have something we call mortgage. So client can purchase apartment or whatever, any type of property, either in secondary or in off-plan using the mortgage system. Everybody knows what is mortgage. This is when you pay a particular amount from your pocket and another particular amount is coming from the bank.
Yeah.
Okay, so without naming anybody or anything, just one of the example, I know the case where broker didn't mention the details of mortgage program to the client, and my client acknowledged after particular time that she needs to overpay twice by the moment of mortgage is finished to finish with the story, so the property is under her name like forever. As an example, for example, apartment, let's say, cost, let's say, 200,000 American dollars. We use the mortgage system. By the moment when we finish the mortgage, let's say 15 years, for example, you should pay over 200K, which makes the property has the value 400,000 instead of 200. So how do you call that such kind of broker?
They're not brokers.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Again, no
not,
black marketing,
yeah.
no hating. This is something what happened in the market, and there are so many examples of that. Everything has white and black. So what I really want everybody to understand that do everything possible to go to white. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
As easy as that.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to the second topic, which is really important. Dubai 2040, the program, the vision, Dubai 2040. What do you think about this in general? Let's talk about something which is connected to real estate market in general.
Okay, so everyone heard about this Vision 2040, which is the development of the city, right? And the first thing that is related to the real estate, that the overall population, which is now around 3.6 million people, it will be doubled. So we are talking about 7 million.
Even a little bit more. Up to 8 million, yeah.
It will be around 7-8 million population we are talking about. So it means that there will be more demand, and the real estate development, why there are now a lot of like construction is going, because to have a supply for this
to
demand.
Have the combination between demand and supply.
Exactly. So there is a huge potential for the growth and for the investors now to put money, because they will be high demand. And there are some people who think that, oh no, there are so many constructions now, there is happening in Dubai, who will live there.
It's like bubble. They think that
exactly.
Many of the people think that Dubai real estate market is bubble.
Exactly, and they think that there is no demand, only like touristic seasons. No, it's Dubai. It's not only about the tourists. It's about expats as well, who is coming now.
Statistically, Camila, every year Dubai's population is approximately growing up to 250,000 peoples plus statistically. And by the way, by the end of 2025, after 1 year, we will have the particular part of projects which will be handed over.
Exactly.
And by the statistical calculation, it's around, again, 250,000 units will be extra.
Yeah. So which means that there will be demand for sure, and there is they have to have the supply, right? So for that, I just wanted to point out that investors who are looking for the investment and who wants to put money, and not to be scared that there will be no demand for their properties. They will, because there is in the Vision 2040. And now everything, like, not only about the real estate, but infrastructure, all the railways that they are doing, it's all for according to this Vision 2040.
And if we talk about the vision, whatever we see in Dubai right now, this is thanks to the vision that was before. Because it's not the first vision of Dubai 2040. We had visions before, authorities had vision before. If you compare Dubai 1990, then 2000s, 2010s, 2010s, 2020s, and whatsoever, it's all about the vision.
Exactly.
That's why it's not the first time, it's not the first practice, which means that if we have the vision, it will be done as it was forecasted before.
Exactly. They already did it. They can do it.
Yeah. This is one of the uniqueness and beauty sides in Dubai.
Yeah.
I like Dubai really very, very much. Not as a representative of brokerage company, but as an user.
Exactly.
as the resident.
Yeah, I'm living here with my family, and as a female, as a woman, I can say it's very safe.
Yeah.
You all the
You feel
time.
protected.
Yeah, you are feeling you are protected. You are feeling that everyone cares each other. That wherever you are going, people, as you told, this is from the beginning. There is a positive vibe, and if you here you feel that overall you can meet people from different countries
Yeah.
and from different
Right.
places.
No pressure. It's all about networking.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Correct.
sun,
Yeah.
sea, everything, and inspiring you to get like
Just to
to
go
grow,
on
yeah.
and just live in the way of relax.
exactly.
I have an interesting case, real story. One of my friends was surprised that the market of real estate market in Dubai, in Emirates in general, is very flexible and friendly.
Yeah,
He thought
exactly.
that if you wanna be the owner of property in Dubai, you should have first of all like minimum $1 million, and second of all, this money should be already in your pocket or in a bank account, so you should to put all amount upfront,
Yeah,
which is absolutely wrong.
yeah,
When I started explaining to him that first of all, price are much friendly. Like for example, you can really, like being realistic, you can really start with the amounts of, let's say, 200,000 American dollars.
yeah,
You can really pretend for kind of studio apartment, as an example. Yeah,
Yeah.
It depends on the location, developers, projects, and whatsoever, but approximately from $200,000. And most over, there is something we call a payment plan,
yeah,
which means that payment plan is the procedure that you need to pay slowly, sustainably, part by part to the developer the money.
exactly.
So my friend was shocked. And then when we went deeper with him, then I told him that there is something also that we call also post handover,
Yeah.
which means that the construction is finished. You as the owner get a key, but you have the right to keep paying, let's say for 2 or 3 years continuously, the rest of the amount of the apartment after the handover.
Yeah,
So easily gives you, unties your hands. You can take the key, give it the rent out, and your tenants, roughly saying, tenants will pay you money for the rent that you can use to pay to the developer.
yeah, that's true. And I want to also mention that people are surprising that with the payment plan the prices is the same, so there is no any interest on the payment plan. The fixed price, the amount, it's just divided into the installments. And Dubai is a city of opportunities. So for example, let's say the property's value of $501 million, you don't have to put, as you mentioned,
Correct.
as your friend there, you don't have to put 100% of the payment. Enough is 20% as the first installment, as a down payment. Then you can divide it like every 6 months, every 3 months, or monthly payments, depending on the project. So yeah, there is this kind of opportunities.
When it comes to Dark Global, to your
Yeah.
developer, what kind of payment plan does your developer has?
Mm-hmm.
An approximate budget for the properties, let's say from the lowest price in general.
Okay, if you're talking about payment plan, of course it depends on the projects. And for example, if you're talking about the Dubai projects, the minimum price now we have in our project in Business Bay with the new units released, it's starting, let's say, studios around 1.5 million dirhams, which is very competitive price for the Business Bay area.
Yeah.
And you don't have to put like the 1.5 million immediately. There is only 20% down payment. Then it's linked to the construction. By the way, I would also to point out that when the payment plan is linked to the construction, it protects you as an investor. Why? Because you are not just putting the money, you will see the construction levels, then you will put the money. So it's linked to the construction. So most of the projects, our payment plan is linked to the construction.
So 1.5 million dirhams, just for people to understand, roughly like $400,000 approximately.
Yeah, it's around
Yeah.
$400,000. You have to put only 20% down payment, then 10% after 6 months, then it's linked to the construction, then 50% on handover.
Which is
So
given
it's
the
50 to
which is
50.
given the flexibility to
Exactly.
to the future owner, to the investor or
Exactly.
the user.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Yeah.
There are also developers that have something we call post handover, as I said before.
Yeah, we do have also. Sorry, yeah, we do have also post handover payment plan for some our projects. It's the privilege for the investors and for the end users to pay after the keys. So basically, they can move into the apartment or to the villa, and they can continue the payment after the keys by living there, or they can rent it out, as you
we said
mentioned.
before,
Yeah.
The sweetest part here is that I made a calculation and I was checking statistically that the person needs to have, the client, the investor needs to have, let's say, monthly income roughly 5,000 American dollars.
Exactly.
In order to pretend of property, studio, one bed, depends on the location, project, developer, here in Dubai.
Yeah, if we're talking
Do you agree?
overall, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
So
with
it's
you.
not like you need to have to be the
Yeah.
billionaire or millionaire, the owner of the business. It's better for you,
Yeah,
obviously.
of course.
But when it comes to first investment or just one apartment for the beginning here, you're more than welcome to
Yeah.
start, even if you have $3, $4, $5, $6,000 dollars monthly income. Again, it all depends. If you have, let's say, 3 or 4,000, you will obviously go for studio. Yeah, with the if it comes to size, like in general in Dubai, sizes are big.
Yeah.
Of apartments, studio, it's if square feet, something like maybe 400, 450,
Exactly. It's
380.
around 45 square meters. 40,
If it
45.
comes to meters, yeah, 40 to 45 meters. Exactly. So if obviously if your income is higher, let's say in a monthly basis, you have 5, 6, 7,000, you can easily pretend to one bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
And when we say one bedroom apartment, if I compare with my home countries, Armenia and Ukraine, one bedroom apartment here is like two bedroom apartments.
Exactly.
In
Yeah,
post-Soviet countries.
It's the same in my city. So one bedroom apartment, it means one bedroom, there is a living room, there is a balcony, there is a
Correct,
kitchen
correct.
area, there is a living area. So yeah.
For example, my apartment that I bought, we live right now with my family, it's 820 square feet, which gives you 77 square meter, and we call it one bedroom. Officially entitled it's one bedroom.
Yeah, but it's
But it's
like
two bedroom.
even 3 bedroom because there is
Yeah.
a kitchen, there is a balcony.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This is how it goes. So let's go on with the statistics about numbers. Let's talk a little bit about profit.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the rental yields. Let's go from your experience.
Yeah.
Then pass to me the words. We will compare with my opinion. What do you think? As for now, 2024, almost 2025, we have here in Dubai, as everywhere. Tell me, what do you think about the profit? We have investor, newcomer, new beginner, new investor in the Dubai real estate market. What he or she needs to expect when it comes to capital appreciation?
First of all, I would mention that I will speak only about our projects and about our estimations. If we talk about the capital appreciation, depending on the project, but the average minimum we can say it's 30% of the capital appreciation. And if we are talking about the return on investment, if they want to rent it out and they get the passive income, in average, again, it depends on the project. It can be higher, it can be lower. In average, we are talking about 8% of the return on investment. Yeah.
Yeah, and to me, as making a conclusion as broker representative of brokerage world, I would say that if it comes to ROI, to returns of the investment, which is rent, it starts, let's say, from 6, 7 and finish up to 11, 12%
Exactly.
annually, which means that if the project is really good, you really, as an investor, has chance to return your money back to you by renting, even up to from 8 to 10 years, which is really possible. Not each of the projects, obviously, but 8 to 10 years, it's something that you can really smell as an investor as soon as you have the correct project.
Yeah, in this position, they have you to make a correct calculations for different projects and to choose which product they want to.
That's why
invest in.
just contact me for any consultation, which is absolutely free. For any questions, with a great pleasure, I will provide you with everything needed for you using your criteria to find the best either end using property or projects for the investment. Okay, if we talk about capital appreciation, I would say, according to the statistic and my practice and the practice of my colleagues and the cases we have with the clients, that it's even possible in some particular projects to double your money.
Exactly.
If it comes to waterfront projects, for example, Dubai Island, as I said, which is absolutely new area, and the master developer is Nahil there as an example. There is a program to build, to construct everything till 2027 as an example. There is a big chance to even to double the profit, which is capital appreciation, or particular other locations. I don't want to spend right now time on this, to make the geography class, but this is what really can happen. If it comes to usual middle statistics, it's around 25, 30, 35, 40, as you said, percent profit by the moment of reselling.
Yeah.
So if it comes to annual calculation, because usually it takes 2-3 years to construct. So I'm an investor. I put, let's say, 100,000 as an example, $100,000 to your project, Dark Global. After 3 years, I have handover. I have my key. So by the moment of the difference between the time I put in my money and I took my key, let's say 3 years, and I can make around, let's say, 30 or 40%, which means that annually it's around from 10 to 15%, which is very good. Because you have inflation in the market, you have inflation in the market. Let's not forget about this, right? You protect your money and you make profit. You build your wealth.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm totally agree with you. And here you have to choose, again, the right location, the right project, the right brand. Yeah.
Camila, I know that you have something interesting and prepared for me when it comes to the new projects in your developer. Can you please explain us what you have in the market? Because I'm more than sure that I have already particular investors who will be interested in your developer.
Yeah, just I want to mention that Dark Global is doing only branded projects and working with iconic global brands such as Aston Martin, Dolce & Gabbana, Pagani, Missoni, Elisab. And now we are launching a new project, which is a Trump Tower, together with Trump Organization. We will launch a new Trump Tower in Dubai, and we are launching the first villa community in one of the amazing villa community in Jumeirah Golf Estate. So
tell me a little bit more regarding the payment plan, regarding the price policy. What is open? To be sure.
Okay, I want to keep it
Briefly.
with you more exclusive. For that, I want our audience.
Yeah.
I want our audience to contact you and to keep it more exclusivity, because now still, as I told you, it's not officially launched. We will launch it soon, but it will be Trump Tower officially with.
It sounds already serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In the most prime location in Dubai. It will be hotel and residential apartment. I already mentioned it.
Yeah.
So,
right. That's why. Yeah. Contact me. I give you some kind of promotion because of the Christmas and New Year up to 10th of January 2025. I have approximately 15 available slots. Don't waste your time. Try to piss the grab of the cake. Just contact me. I have different options to be contacted via Instagram, phone, WhatsApp, and whatsoever. You'll find the contacts below. Contact me, and even if you're out of the country, you have no chance to come inside the United Arab Emirates in Dubai, we're gonna have the Zoom meeting with you. And as an example, we will go to Dark Global. I'll go and share with all the information to you. Let's use the chance of investment and not to regret in the future when you see that market went up and you didn't get any profit from that.
This is the right time for investment, because prices are increasing and there is so much development now is happening. So if you're thinking, is it right time or no, it is really a right time to invest.
It's always like a paradox. Everybody before were thinking, oh, the price is so high, I will wait when the price goes down.
Exactly.
What
it
happened?
Never happens.
What happened? Price went up. Oh, it's very high. I will wait again when price goes down. So I don't want anybody follow this mistake. And today, every day is the high time to invest.
Exactly.
Every day, if it comes to investment, every day it's high time to purchase your dreaming house or
especially if we are talking about Dubai market, about the Middle East, because now it's developing and it will not go down. Obviously. They have a vision. They have
for the vision 2040.
Yeah, exactly.
Camila, let's summarize. We have been talking to you for approximately 1 hour continuously. Let's summarize for the people who are even out of the country.
Yeah.
Regardless, they are investors by occupations, or they are, I don't know, businessmen, engineers, teachers, all other professions. Why they should invest in Dubai in the market, even though they don't want to. As an example, they are not wishing to move their country to Dubai, but we talk about investment. So let's summarize briefly why Dubai.
Yeah, the first of all, safety. It's a fully safe economy, stable economy, the currency pegged to the US dollars, and here we have escrow accounts that is secured by the government. This is the first thing that I want to point out. The second thing, that there is no any taxes, 0% taxes on the income, like income taxes, 0%, capital gain taxes. The third thing, everything is transparent. You can check all the details on the Dubai Rest app, which is government website, to check all the transactions that is happening in Dubai market. So everything is transparent, and it's under your name, so it's 100% of ownership, and there is a freehold. Yeah, it's a freehold, and there is an opportunity to get the payment plans and the
flexible transactions.
Terms, yes.
Yeah, right.
And now, as you mentioned, just I want to summarize Dubai and overall this Middle East countries. They are in the growing stage, and that there is a vision of 2040. Yeah, everything you have for the investment.
Also, I would like to add that you need to choose really correct, appropriate broker.
Yeah.
Without any marketing, the person who really will work with your criteria, who will not be eager only for the high commission, because as we know that different developers provide different commissions to the brokerage companies. Yeah, so the general idea is to find the broker, or broker finds you, depends on the case.
Yeah, exactly.
So many brokers, we spoke about this before, brokers who will really appropriate your criteria. That's why contact me. I will provide you with all the necessary information. We have such kind of beautiful representative of the developer Dara Global, Camila. Thank you very much. I do believe that it's not our last podcast.
Yeah.
Let's keep working together. Dubai, it's all about networking, about collaboration. Yeah. Let's keep working together. Let's increasing the number of investors in Dubai market, the number of end users in Dubai market. Mm-hmm. I would like as many people know about Dubai as possible.
Yeah. Thank you very much for inviting me. It was really pleasure to talk, to be here, have this conversation, and I'm very happy if the people who are watching us will find some good insights from our conversation, and it will help them to make correct decision about Dubai and about the investment.
I do believe that they will. They will. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
See you later. Bye-bye.